it's the Pixelated Pumpkin, and in today's video I'll be unboxing, showcasing, and reviewing the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop from Lemax Spooky Town 2024. Now I want to give a big thank you to Lemax for sending me this, along with every other Lemax building you'll be seeing reviewed on the channel this year. And this is a Michaels exclusive, so if you want to pick this one up, you're going to have to take a look at Michaels or on their website. Anyways, I'm really excited to open this one because the Magic Shop is super unique. We've never seen anything quite like this before, and as you'll see, it uses real illusions. So I'm really excited, so I say, let's unbox it.
Look into the swirling void. Be transported and feel overjoyed. Come on in and give it a try. If you can hold your breath, you might not die.
Conjurer, illusionist, charlatan or cheat. The cards never lie, there is no deceit. Though eyes are glaring, looking from the top, be welcome in the Smoke and Mirror Magic Shop.
Are you sure this is safe?
Please, madam, not to worry. I've done this a million times.
Okay.
Principio TV ut levitate.
No, put me down! Put me down!
Your soul is mine.
Venture into the library, but beware of what it might host. Some say it's still haunted by the great Pepper's ghost.
Alright everyone, now that you got to see the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop in action, it is time for me to review it. So to start off, I'll be talking about the building's overall design and of course the illusions as well. So for the building, I think they did a great job designing it here. There's of course a ton of detail. I love every little part about it. I think the way this one is presented is awesome as well. There's always something to look at on every part of it. You're never bored while looking at this piece, that is for sure. So if you look at the roof, of course you have those cards as well as the doves flying around, which is a very nice change from the usual bats they put on that sort of spinning mechanism there. And then you have the sign, which looks great, of course. I really love how it's lit up. And then you have the jumping rabbit, which I think is awesome. I love how he's coming out of the big top hat there. Just a classic rabbit coming out of the hat trick. Then moving down, you have that inverted face illusion, which looks awesome, honestly. I'm really happy they went with an illusion like that because it was really easy to pull off on a piece like this, and it just looks really cool. I do have to say it does pick up better on camera than it does in real life, because if you're kind of like moving your head around this in real life, it doesn't really look like his gaze is following you. I think the camera does a much better job of showing that, but I think if you stand far enough away from it, it kind of looks like it, but regardless, it is still a cool detail, no doubt. Then moving on to the center, of course, we have that Pepper's ghost illusion. This is the part that everyone who sees this thing in person is going to be like, wow, that is so cool. So, of course, the Pepper's Ghost effect is what they use on the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland and Disney World, and it's just been used for years before that and years after, and now they're using it on this Lemax piece to create the illusion that there's two translucent ghosts in there, which I think they did a fantastic job at. It's a really simple illusion. All they did is just put a slanted piece of plastic in front of the little library scene, and then off to the side, which you could kind of see, they shine a light onto the real figures, the little white ones, that basically reflect into that slanted piece of glass, and it creates the illusion that there's ghosts in the library when really it's just two figures being lit up off to the side. If you notice, there's this big gray thing sticking out of the back of the building here, which really doesn't fit in, but I think it's fine because basically they had to make extra room in this piece if they wanted to pull off the effect properly. I think it's cool because it makes it look like the library just stretches on for a really long time. So overall, that's awesome. And moving to the right one more time on the second level, if you will, we have the magician levitating the girl there. And I love this little figure here. It looks awesome, especially with this sort of cobblestone background he stands in front of and the green light kind of emanating from the broken hole in the wall behind him. Honestly, it looks fantastic. It's such a cool sort of glowing effect inside that broken hole, which it almost looks like he's bursted out of, which looks awesome. And I just love the fact he's kind of standing on the roof here, just levitating this poor girl. And yeah, the figure's cool. Of course, it's a magic shop, so we did need at least one magician in the piece. And moving down one more time to the final level, we have our last illusion, which is the guy in the straitjacket, which looks like he goes from being a skeleton to being a human. And this one is okay. I honestly love how it looks on the piece, but for the illusion itself, I don't think they pulled it off that great, because if you look at it from an angle, it just looks like there's two people in straitjackets inside that little box there, when really it's just one with some cool mirror manipulation. Moving to the storefront itself here, I do like the purple detailing. I think it looks nice. The signage here also all lights up, which is cool. And of course, you have those swirling kind of hypnotizing thingies that make you want to go buy stuff in the store. I love how the signs in the window say, "You will buy, enter and purchase," and you just have the swirling things there. That just makes me laugh. And I do like how they look. I like how they actually move, which is just so cool. And then for the last little details here, I do like the poster on the side of the building. Those are really cool. There's even one on the back, which you wouldn't expect, so that's a nice detail. So overall, I think for the design of this thing, it is fantastic. There's just so much to look at here again, and I think for the illusions themselves, they are awesome. I know I sort of just touched on this a little bit, but for the lighting on this piece, it's genuinely fantastic. Literally everything is lit up here. There's not a single little detail on at least the front of this piece that does not have a light shining on it, making everything super visible in the dark, and honestly just making it look spectacular in the dark. Again, I think the lighting standouts would definitely have to be that green pulsating light behind the magician himself, and of course the Pepper's Ghost effect. And other than that, the lighting is just impeccable. Again, the signs are all backlit for the most part, which is just so nice. And yeah, everything here is lit up, which is awesome. Now, I'll just touch on this super quick, but I think the audio on this piece is actually pretty decent, all things considered. Lemax is known for not having the best audio on their pieces. I really don't think the audio matters in the grand scheme of the piece, but here the audio is actually a plus. I do think the voice of the magician is a bit goofy, but other than that, the sound effects, the voice lines they use are not that silly at all, which we're typically so used to seeing from Lemax. So the audio is honestly a really nice surprise on this piece. Now it's time for my final thoughts on the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop. So my original favorite building for the Lemax 2024 Spooky Town selection was of course the roller coaster. And don't get me wrong, I still love that thing, but I think the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop may have overtaken that position, and the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop honestly might be one of my favorite buildings of all time now. Maybe even my second favorite building of all time. I absolutely love the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop, if you couldn't have already got that from the video. I think everything is a win here. The look, the design, the illusions, the lighting, hell, even the audio is great on this one. So overall, I think the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop is an absolute must-have. Again, it's definitely one of my favorites of all time now, and will go down, hopefully, as one of the most unique and one of the most innovative Lemax pieces of all time. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you made it this far, and leave me a comment letting me know what you guys think of the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop. I would love to hear it. And with that, remember, nobody outpixelates the pumpkin.